Ravenswood was a quiet town. Big old trees lined the streets. Their leaves turned beautiful colors in the fall. Everyone knew everyone. Children played in the park. It was a happy place. Ravenswood had a park. It was a fun place. Kids swung on swings. They slid down the slide. But the park had a secret, a dark and scary secret. The old people whispered. They told stories about the park, stories about children disappearing, vanishing into thin air. No one knew what happened to them. It was Halloween night. The moon was full. Children were excited. They wore costumes. They went trick-or-treating. Everything felt normal. A group of friends played in the park. They laughed and ran. They didn't see the shadows. They didn't hear the whispers. The air grew cold. The laughter stopped. One by one, they vanished. No screams, no struggles, just silence. Their parents searched. They called their names. But the children were gone. The park was empty. The swing swayed gently. The leaves rustled. But there was no other sound. Ravenswood was never the same. Fear spread through Ravenswood. Parents kept their children close. No one went to the park anymore. It was too scary. The laughter was gone. People whispered about that night. They said the children were still there, trapped as ghosts. They said the park was haunted. Years passed. The story faded, but the fear remained. Ravenswood was a town holding its breath, waiting for the next bad thing to happen. No one dared to speak the children's names, but their memory lingered, a ghost story that refused to die. Sarah was new to Ravenswood. She was a curious girl. She loved mysteries. She heard the whispers about the park. She wanted to know the truth.
The old people warned her. Stay away from the park, they said. It's dangerous.
But Sarah didn't listen. She was brave. She wasn't afraid. One day, Sarah decided to visit the park. It was a sunny afternoon. The park looked different in the daylight, less scary, more inviting. Sarah walked through the rusty gate. The air felt different here, colder. She felt a shiver run down her spine. She wasn't alone.
She saw the swings. They moved slightly, as if someone was pushing them. But there was no one there.
The sound of laughter echoed in the air, faint and ghostly. She walked deeper into the park. The leaves crunched under her feet. The shadows grew longer. The laughter grew louder. She felt a hand on her shoulder. She turned around quickly, but there was no one there, just a cold spot, and the feeling that she was being watched. Suddenly she saw them, the children standing in the shadows. They were pale and translucent. Their eyes were hollow.
They reached out to her. Their voices whispered her name. They wanted her to join them, to play with them forever.
Sarah screamed and ran, but it was too late. The park had claimed her, just like the others. Ravenswood's secret remained safe. The park stands silent now, a haunting reminder of the children lost. Their laughter echoes on the wind, a chilling lullaby for Ravenswood.